Hello, welcome to my report on group leading as it relates to group dynamics. My name is Rashida Mitchell. I held a meeting that expressed information about stress relief. The meeting was held in a private dining area in a restaurant on May 5th, 2018, beginning at 1 p.m., concluding at 2:15 p.m. The area was cold, however, we managed. We sat at a round table. There were 5 participants, 3 of which are co-workers of mine, 1 supervisor, counselor supervisor, 1 counselor and student. Counselor supervisor is also a parent, 1 admin support person. She is also a student. 1 high school friend who is a full-time worker as well as a mom, and my sister who has a full-time job, 5 children, and she's also in school on the weekend. So those are my group members. This was a discussion group, and the purpose of the group was to discuss and determine helpful ways to deal with stress and or alleviate stress. I was a leader of this group, and there was not a co-leader present. The group dynamics. The meeting was started with the orientation, with me reiterating to the group the purpose of the group, which again was to discuss stress and learn how to alleviate stress. I also advised them of the importance of staying on task, respecting others, and confidentiality. I advised them that this meeting was going to be enjoyable, that we were going to make the best out of it. I began the meeting by using a word, phrase, number round, which consisted of the members introducing themselves. Although I knew everyone needed to become acquainted, as we've talked about in groups and how cohesion is important. I also, as they went around in the round and introduced themselves, also gave them a number, and this number was from 1 to 10 for them to indicate how much they feel like stress has impacted their lives. Next, I expressed that stress can be good and bad, or bad, and how stress reacts is the body's reaction to the demands and threats of life, such as parenting, work, life-threatening situations, and significant life changes. We did index cards for each member to express what stress meant to them, and everyone shared how stress has negatively impacted their lives. They actually connected each other's experiences as working full-time, being parents and students. They were all very engaged. It was as if we were having one big conversation. Everyone spoke as they chimed in on the comment of the person before them. And there was a collective consciousness in the group because, again, of their similarities. Which it happens to be the similarities that many of us face with different roles that we have to fill in life. So the group went well. I set a tone of openness, positivity, support, and empathy. My tone of voice was clear and vibrant, mainly because I felt that it was an ideal topic and that we all could benefit from it to live more productive lives. The leadership techniques I used were round techniques and written exercises, and I also did some mini lecturing. As it relates to my self-assessment, I think I did well in this meeting. under the circumstances, my experience with group leading, and the time frame that we had to work with. I made sure to restate the purpose and the rules of the group, which, as we talked about in the chapter, is very important. That the group members know what's going on. They are very well aware, so there's no confusion, there's no frustration. Everyone knows what the goal is, everyone knows what the topic is. So I thought that was good. I was an active listener throughout the session. For instance, one member proceeded to say he feels the most stress when he has a lot of work to do. So what I did was I attempted to prompt him to elaborate so that I could get clarity by asking him to tell me more about the type of work that causes you stress. That was my question to him. Also, I had to shift the focus once due to one of the members changing the subject to soul issues about what she was dealing with her child. And the way that I did that was I asked, I've heard that most of you agree that dealing with difficult family members can be challenges. And I asked, would anyone like to share how they cope with that type of stress? And amazingly, it worked. Other members began speaking about how they dealt with stress. The main challenges was holding a group with people who are close to me. There were times when the members, as well as myself, wanted to reminisce, but I had to refocus for myself as well. What I would do differently, I would have it in a classroom setting instead of a restaurant. There were still some distractions, even though we were in a private dining area. One, it being a place of eating, that we did have food and stuff like that, so we did have a waitress visiting us, and I would like to have it for at least 2 hours. The 1 hour and 15 minutes was pretty tight. I felt rushed, so that is something that I would do differently. Also, in conclusion, I really enjoyed sitting down, talking with some of my closest and family and friends, because I got the opportunity to introduce a meaningful topic, and I felt accomplished that I was able to maintain control of the group process and the development of the topic. I took away gratitude of being able to cover such an important topic. I think that what I would take away from it is the importance of leadership skills, the importance of group cohesion, which I didn't have a problem with that. I understand how important it is because it was a very small group because of the cohesion. And the way I would enhance, I would practice more. How I would apply it, I'll begin to scan the room more. There is a lot to learn by visual observation, and that was an eye-opener for me, so that is something that I will be doing more of. And what I feel like I need to enhance would be planning. Planning was kind of difficult for me, so that is very important for the group to run smoothly, so I would definitely want to enhance on planning. And last but not least, this assignment has taught me that groups are a great way to share information that leads to a deeper knowledge, understanding, even a healing of a particular topic. Therefore, I feel that it behooves any counseling staff to learn all they can about group processes. Thank you so much. God bless.